I still remember the day they told me I wasn't cut out for coding. I was only 16, sitting in that dusty classroom, nervously trying to write my first lines of code. The teacher's eyes, cold and dismissive, said, "Girls aren't meant for this. Leave the tech to the boys." The words hit me like a punch to the gut. I felt humiliated, embarrassed, and somehow like I didn't belong. For years, I let that voice whisper in my ear, convincing myself I wasn't enough. I buried my passion under layers of self-doubt, studying something more suitable, trying to fit in a world that told me I shouldn't be there. But deep down, the fire never died. Every time I saw a woman breaking barriers in tech, I remembered that moment, and I felt the shame and anger stir again. One day, I decided enough was enough. I left my job in finance, packed my bags, and threw myself into coding classes. I faced sleepless nights, countless failures, and the relentless voice of imposter syndrome. But I also found a community, women who refused to be written off. I built, I learned, I grew. Years later, I launched my own startup. It wasn't easy. Long nights, relentless obstacles, and a startup world that still hadn't fully shaken its biases. But slowly, our idea took shape. We pushed through, and today, that startup is thriving. We've grown into a team that believes in breaking stereotypes, in empowering the next generation. I became CTO, not just to lead, but to prove that women belong in every corner of tech. And today was special. I returned to my old school, not as a student, but as a mentor, a symbol of what's possible. I stood in front of a room full of young girls, their eyes wide with curiosity. As I shared my journey from that humiliating classroom to leading a company, I saw hope ignite in their faces. I told them that coding isn't for a certain gender. It's for everyone willing to try, to fail, and to rise. When I finished, a girl hesitated, then asked, "Did you ever think you couldn't do it?" I smiled, remembering that girl who doubted herself. Yes, I admitted, but I also believed I could prove everyone wrong, and I did. Walking out of that room, I felt a quiet strength settle over me. I had returned to where it all began, not just to show them I made it, but to tell every girl sitting in that room, your voice matters, your dreams matter. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because I know firsthand, sometimes, the biggest betrayals and setbacks are just the fuel you need to become unstoppable.